It's Tiger Woods PGA Tour 14. It's the Masters Historic Edition. We're in year 2 of our career of Matt Christensen, our golfer. He's ranked number 40, hoping to get a top 50 ranking going into the Masters so we can qualify for that. This is the final round of the Winter Open from Oak Hill Country Club, just outside of Rochester, New York. It's the final round. We come into this round after shooting 5 under, 3 under, and then 3 over, respectively, in the first 3 rounds. We did make the cut. We did not have a good third round, so we're trying to change things on that. We come into this tied number 42 at 5 under for the tournament. Steve Stricker and Justin Rose, the leaders. Here is the first shot on hole number 1. It's a par 4. The wind carrying it a little bit to the left, but it's going to find the center of the fairway. 313-yard drive. Second shot on hole number 1. On the approach. Wind taking it to the left, and it's going to land softly on the left edge of the green, and it's going to hold there to give us a 10-foot putt for birdie here. Sloping gently to the right. And we leave the putt left. So, par putt from just 3 feet. Oh, and we push it to the right and just miss. We're going to have to tap in for bogey. Not a good start here to the final round. On to hole number 2. +1 on the day. 4 under for the tournament. First shot on the second hole. 277-yard drive into the wind. Our approach. Looking like it's going to hold the green. Another nice approach. This one gives us an 8-foot putt for birdie. And again, we're going to misjudge the break, and that one's going to trickle to the right. And we're going to have to try to 2-putt for par here. Putt is good. So 4 under for the tournament. 1 over on the day. Going into the par 3 third. 209 yards to the flag. Into the wind. This one is carrying to the left. It's going to come up just short of the green. In a position where we can chip it here. The little chip, it's going to come up short. Not enough on that chip. Here is the putt for par from 11 feet out. And we sink the putt for the par on hole number 3. Now the par 5, number 4. The par 5s have given us fits in this entire tournament. Particularly this one. And this is the first time we're going to hold the fairway on this one. We've always ended up left into those trees and had to punch it back out into the fairway. So here's our second shot on the par 5. And the wind's going to push this one left, and that one's going to find the trees. So the trees have been an issue on hole number 4. Pretty much every round of this tournament. Here is shot number 3 from the rough. Into the breeze. And we find the center of the green, but it's a very long putt from here. With a lot of break. If we can just carry that ridge right there and catch the slope down, we do. But with not enough on it, it's going to come up short. As we look at a quick replay from behind the cup. Luckily, we were able to carry that ridge. Otherwise, that would have been an embarrassingly bad putt. But it comes up short regardless and leaves us a 4-foot putt for the par. So we parred the last 3 holes. We're on to number 5 now. It's a par 4. With the driver into the wind. going to find the center of the fairway. Just under 280 yards on the drive. Second shot on number 5. We've got to carry the creek and onto the green. And this one's a beautiful approach shot. Leaves us a 10-foot putt for birdie. And it's going to break a little bit to the right, and we misjudge it and push it a little too far to the right. So putting giving us troubles here early in the final round as we tap in for par on this one as well. So we are still 1 over for the day and 4 under for the tournament. Hole number 6 is a par 3, and the wind blows this one short and to the right, leaving us a second shot from the rough off the green, but a nice little pitch shot onto the green. Leaves us a short putt for par, and we're able to sink that to remain at +1 on the day. On to hole number 7 now. It is a dogleg left. I believe it is a par 4. Yes, it is a par 4, dogleg left, 177 yards to the pin from here on our second shot with the hybrid, and the wind is going to push this one down, and we're going to find a bunker on this one. So we're in the beach here for our third shot, and not a bad little shot as we get out of the bunker nicely. It was sitting up fairly high, and a short little putt to save par. So through 7, we are at 28 strokes, 1 over par for the day. Hole number 8, with the wind blowing left to right and slightly in our faces. A drive down the center of the fairway will leave us a very open approach shot here. Here is the approach. The wind is blowing it to the right, and that one's going to find the rough to the right of the green, as we are having a hard time judging the wind here in the final round. Leaves us a little chip onto the green to try to put ourselves in position to save par with this one. And the chip is beautifully done. Comes up just a foot or so from the cup. And the par putt is good. We head to the 9th, +1 on the day. And this is a sharp dogleg right, and I don't know how, but we missed the trees right here. And it's going to leave us a very tight blind approach that breaks sharply to the right. We're going to try to play a very steep draw into this one, as we are aiming quite far to the left. We're drawing it really hard here. The wind is taking it as well, and that one is very nicely played, leaving us a very makeable 2-putt. But here is the putt for the birdie, and we finally get the putter going on this one. A birdie brings us back to even for the round at 35 on the front 9. Heading down the back 9 now. Even par for the day, 5 under for the tournament. Hole number 10. And we're going to hold the fairway here on the right side, a 310-yard drive. Leaves us with this approach with our pitching wedge. Wind a little bit in our faces, but nothing we can't deal with. But that one is going to catch the ridge and not get above it. We're going to have a nice little uphill putt here for a birdie on 10, and it's going to break a little bit to the right, and we sink it. So the putter's starting to get a little rhythm, and we are 6 under now for the tournament. 1 under on the day. Here's the par 3. The wind has taken this one, and that one almost one-hops into the cup, but it rolls past it a little ways. But we're set up for a possible birdie putt here. Downhill, breaking a little bit to the left. Nice gentle touch on that one, and that one is going to break to the left, just what we need it to. And that is 3 birdies in a row. And we're 7 under on the day. Can we make a late charge in this tournament? Nice long drive on this one. hole number 12. We're actually going to outdrive the fairway. Leaves us an approach shot uphill, kind of a blind flag from the rough here. Wind blowing out, and we leave it woefully short. So that's not going to bode well, as this is a very tough putt, breaking to the left, uphill and then back down. And we just skip it past the cup a little bit to the right. 2-foot putt for par. On to hole number 13. We're in the final round of the Winter Open. This one is a par 5 that we use a hybrid off the tees. We have to lay up because we can't guarantee that we're going to carry that creek there with our driver. So we play it safe and lay up on this one. Second shot of the par 5. Again, the par 5s in this tournament have been our downfall, really. And this one is going to go to the left. It's going to stay in the fairway, but the overhanging branches of these trees could be a problem on this shot. We're going to try to play a little fade out to the right and see if we can't draw it around the branches of these trees. But we push it off the face of our club to the left, and it does catch the trees. So now we play the shot we should have played before, which is a little punch shot onto the green. Should have played that one on the third shot. Nevertheless, that's our fourth shot, and here is number 5 for par. It's a long putt breaking to the left, and we're going to leave it short, which is going to set up a bogey putt from about 5 feet out. So we drop a stroke on hole number 13. It's on to number 14, a par 4. Wind slightly in our faces, but a pretty straight hole, straight fairway, and we drive it right down the middle, about 270 yards. Here on number 14. Uphill to the flag on the approach. Gonna get a little backspin on that maybe? No. Holds the green though and leaves us a little putt for birdie here that's breaking to the right. And we got good lag on that one, but it breaks a little too far to the right. So nice par for number 14. It's on to the par 3 15th hole here at Oak Hill Country Club in New York. And this one is going left and very short, and that's going to be in a very precarious position to putt from right there, as we have a couple of breaks to deal with as well as that fringe. And if we can just get it in the vicinity, we'll be doing good here. And we're quite a ways right of the cup on that putt. Leaves us with a little downhill sloping to the left putt there for par, which we come up short with. So that's a bogey on number 15. And now we're on number 16, which is a par 4. Off the tee, we split the fairway. Wind pushing it a little bit to the right. Shouldn't be any trouble from there. Shouldn't have any trouble with the pine trees on the left. Approach shot now is going to come up just short on the green and trickle off with the backspin. So it's going to leave us a little chip here, and we should be able to put it pretty close, which we do. A little bit short, but there is the short putt for par. So through 16 now. Hole number 17. Playing a draw here around the trees, and it's going to hold on to the fairway on the left. And that should set up a pretty nice approach shot from here. Wind pushing it to the left. It's going to take one hop and roll right up near the cup. Very good approach. As we look at a replay of that, the approach shot gets a nice little bounce, trickles past the cup, and it's going to put us in good position for a birdie right here. And we sink the 5-foot putt for the birdie. Or no, excuse me, that was an eagle. It was a par 5. That was for eagle, so we were on the green under regulation in that one. So a rare eagle for us on hole number 17. And that puts us at 7 under for the tournament, I believe, going on to hole number 18 here as we finish off the Winter Open. A 309-yard drive, very nice off the tee. Shot number 2 on the par 4 18th, an elevated green. And this one is going to come up short, leaving us a little chip with a downhill slope, so we're going to have to not let it run too far. But it comes off to the left as the ball was a little bit below our feet. Leaves us with this putt for par, which we just flat out pushed to the right. So we're going to finish up this tournament with a bogey on number 18. It's going to put us at 6 under for the day, 6 under for the tournament, 1 under for the day. And we'll see what 6 under will place us in this tournament. It looks like tied for 50th. Steve Stricker wins a playoff over Justin Rose to win this tournament. The Champions Cup from Oakmont is up next. And we finish this episode ranked number 41st.